return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go from Minneapolis. Not bad on the return, out past the 30-yard line. Some breathing room for the offense as they begin drive one. He keeps it himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He can be a handful when he gets loose. What a good start that is. Scramble on the opening play for a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here is Claiborne. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it is Claiborne, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Dulcich now brought in motion. To throw is Willis. Rolling right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Quick completion to start things out. Achane. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. Throwing, Willis. This one caught at the floor. To the goal line and in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is first touchdown this year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, and he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it with Claiborne. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 53 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This about as short as you can get. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Willis. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Douglas in motion. Quick throw, it's an RPO, and it's Bell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Willis. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To throw, here's Willis. That's going to be caught. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Carlson to add the extra point.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
He knocks it through. And the Dolphins extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Vikings 3. Daniel Carlson.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. They convert downfield, but it is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the give, it's Claiborne. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On 3rd down, Murray. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Dulcet's open. Downfield. It's complete. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Murray moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into yardage after the catch.
They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On the ground, here is H.N. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Willis now to throw. Now thrown deep for Bell. And this will be incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Willis. That one out wide to Aiton. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. And it's an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Chris down. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Carlson's kick is good. And the Dolphins stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Again, working deep downfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline. You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Throwing, Willis. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Here's Achan.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Second and goal. Willis to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Dolphins stretch things out even further.
Vikings 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
On first down, it's Murray. He's going to air this out for Davis. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Dolphins will take over at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Now, and they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Achan. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down as time runs out and we've come to the end of the first half of play.
Will Reichard's the kickoff for the Vikings.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From his end zone, it's Malik Washington. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Motion man is Bell. Willis now to throw. Now thrown deep for Bell. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Miami. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season.
His kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 42, Vikings 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Murray forced out wide. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. It's a turnover on downs.
A run, and it's Achane. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
Jacoby Thomas on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Willis. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the first down, but still a couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up.
They'll try it now with Achane. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and they get 6 yards.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move them, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Achane. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
At the 15-yard line. 2 yards.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now a give to Achane, heading right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
At the 13-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Willis. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Douglas in motion. They'll run with Achane. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Javon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. He had the touchdown catch earlier, This time he takes it in on the ground.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 49, Vikings 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team ready for it and secures possession. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Willis. That is caught by Washington. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
A run here with Achane. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On the handoff, this is Achane. He's trying to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Throwing, Willis. This one taken in by Bell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. He'll keep this himself. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Yeah, just not a whole lot you could do there. I mean, it's a zone read play, Mike, and the defense just really has everybody accounted for. One defender has the back, another defender has the quarterback, and once you have those two guys taken away, there's not a whole lot to do.
Has completed to Douglas.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. That will put you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A fake to Achan, and now Willis escaping, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will add one more onto their big lead.
56, Vikings 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Headed left, buying time. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Second and long coming up. From the gun, it's Murray. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is third and 10. Throwing again is Murray. Exiting the pocket right. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down marker. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Now he'll work his way out right.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go. One final play. Now thrown deep for Bell. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike.